Alrighty, everyone. Thanks for joining me. It's your host, ID Jester. We are going to be playing Defenders of the Realms with most expansions. I currently do not own Hero Expansion number 1. I own Hero Expansion 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to be playing with those. As you can see, we got a boatload of characters to play since I own all those expansions, but I don't own Defenders of the Realm Hero Expansion 1. So if you own that and you're looking to get rid of it, let me know. Here's my email address, idjesterlive@gmail.com. We do have the Quest expansion. We are going to be using that as well. And the Winds of War, which we're not going to use the Winds of War. I think that would be a good expansion, except for the one thing is, it literally takes up so much space, this game. So I don't have any room whatsoever for that expansion and another player board out. So we're already at a premium for trying to find locations for players, boards, and everything else. So because of that, we're not going to play with the Winds of War expansion, at least in this playthrough. We've got the added Darkness Spreads expansion, which are sleeved and put in with the other Darkness Spreads cards. And what else? Oh, and we've got the new player board, which is slightly different, as you'll see here. So this is the updated player board. You can see all of our huge, massive stacks of decks of cards. You got our enemy leaders over there. There's tokens. We haven't even put out our heroes, which we're going to try and put down here at the bottom, which is going to run out of space really quickly. And of course, you can't even see the top of the board because the top of the board that is like the top of the board way up there. So without further ado, as they like to say, I shouldn't have moved that because now everything's going to be messed up. So there'll be a little bit up at the top you won't be able to see, which is fine. There'll be a couple locations. I'll, of course, tell you what's going on. We got Sapphire, which leads the the dragon forces, and you need a 5 or higher to hit on blue dice. We have, what's his name? Gorgut, who is the green faction leader over there, and he leads the He leads the orcs. We have, what's his name? Belazog here. He leads the demon faction down here. And finally, up there in the top left-hand corner, Vorokolak. Again. So what I have done is I've replaced all of the leaders except for Sapphire the Blue Dragon with my own D&D miniatures. So this way they stand out. They're much bigger than the other characters. And they look a lot better. If you don't, this is what they end up looking like, which is fine. They're just kind of small and generic, like compared to, like, which would you rather play with, I guess is the question, right? So if I could put this guy out as the leader, or I could put this guy out as the leader. Now, which would you rather fight against? Now, thematically, this guy looks better than this guy, but, yeah. I still think with my little D&D miniatures. I also use D&D miniatures for a lot of the heroes as well. And now I can't get these guys back in the bag. And you can see a lot of the miniatures that you buy with the extra expansions. They don't come pre-painted or anything. So again, I use a lot of the D&D miniatures depending on So without further ado, we are going to look at which 4 characters we're going to be using. Again, we're going to use all the base characters plus all of the expansion 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we got the Elf Lord, Arcturus, the Seeker, the Thief, the Monk, the Druid, Elenia, the Eagle Rider, the Feline, the Shaman, Bartholomew, the Healer, Taya, Cloud Seeker, the Dwarf, the Sorceress, Captain William, the Rogue, the Paladin, the Wizard, the Cleric, the Ranger, and I think we started with the Elf Lord. Arcturus, the Seeker, yeah. So those are the different characters. So what I'm going to be doing is rolling a 20-sided dice. If I roll 1, it's the one on top. There's actually 21 characters, so we'll just, if I roll a 20, then it's going to be the second one from the bottom. So whoever's on the bottom is actually going to have a chance of not being called. So I'm just going to shuffle these up so we don't know who's on the bottom. And we will get things ready to rock and roll. Alright, here we go. 1 is on top, 20 is the second card from the bottom. And I'm rolling 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the next character is the one that's going to be. It's going to be the Druid. The Druid is coming to. So heal lands. When on a tainted location, spend 1 action and roll 2 dice. If you roll a 5 or plus on either die, the Druid will remove 1 tainted crystal. No hero card is required. Woodland magic. When in a green location, you may spend 1 action to summon woodland animals, bears, wolves, etc., to attack minions, not a general, in any other green location. This attack is performed with a -1 modifier in each die roll. With 1 with the earth. When the Druid ends his turn in a green location, the Druid heals 1 wound and is hidden from enemies. He suffers no wounds from minions or fear from undead. So the Druid is going to be helpful in getting rid of all of the taint lands and the demons, which are very good at tainting the land. So now I have 20 characters. So 1 to 20. 1 to 20. Now number 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the one behind this is going to be the Eagle Rider. The Eagle Rider has got the Eagle Flight. Spend an action to travel 4 spaces without discarding an Eagle travel card. Fresh mount. If ending a turn on the ground in Monarch City or any blue location, gain 1 action next turn. Attacks. At the beginning of turn, must choose 1 attack style and may not change it during your turn. Sky may end turn in same location with enemy minions or generals, but suffers no penalties, fear, damage, or loss of cards. Ground attack may reroll all dice 1 time each combat against minions and generals, except undead general, but Rider is considered to be on the ground at the end of the turn and is subject to penalties. So, the Eagle Rider and the Druid are our first 2. And now we need to get 2 more. Just going to cut this in half. 1 is on top, 19 is on the bottom. If I roll a 20, we're re-rolling it. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The one behind this is the Shaman. We're going to be the Shaman. We got Arrows of Destruction when in human form. The Shaman may spend 1 action and roll a die to eliminate all minions on any location on the board. Remove all minions and check die roll. If the Shaman rolled an odd number, he has tainted the land. Place a tainted crystal in the combat location. Beast form. Once per turn, The shaman may take the form of a wolf or bear or return to human form. This transformation takes place at any point during the shaman's turn. Change shape is a free action. Mark the shape form. Wolf may move as if on a horse without discarding a movement card. Additionally, if ending turn on a green location, the wolf suffers no wounds to enemy minions. Note, he is still subject to fear. Bear, heal 1 wound when entering bear form. In combat, may reroll all dice once during each attack. Note, the shaman may not enter Monarch City or inns while in animal form. I put all of our fancy dancy tokens away because I'm like, oh, we're not going to need these tokens. Well, guess what? Of course, we got like literally the sky and the ground tokens for the Eagle Rider. And the other ones are over here for the shaman that's in wolf or bear form or human form. God. Literally put them away because I'm like, we're not going to need these. What's the chances we need them? Like 1 in a million, I guess. 1 in a million. Nope, not quite 1 in a million. But there is the bear, wolf, and shaman form. Okay, and we need 1 more. Again, 1 is on top, 18 is on the bottom. If I roll 19 or 20, we re-roll it, and this will be our partay. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bartholomew the Bard is 10. Bartholomew the Bard. When the Bard attacks 2 or more minions in a location, he does so gallantly with sword and song. Should he fail to defeat all minions present, he may either re-roll the failed dice or move remaining minions to an adjacent location. Harmonize. Each hero begins their turn on the same location as the Bard, gains 1 extra die for their turn. And storytelling. When performing a rumors at the inn action, the Bard draws 1 extra card. Additionally, when ending a turn on a treasure chest location, draw 1 extra hero card at the end of your turn. And you get 6 actions. Six actions for Bartholomew. The shaman gets 5 for the shaman. The Eagle Rider only gets 4, but he gets to fly around. And the Druid gets 5. Okay. That is our partay. We don't need these. We can put all these away. All right. Now what we need is, as I talked about in the beginning, we do have most of the expansions for this game. One of the expansions we do have is the quest, which completely redesigns how you do questing in this game. And so we're going to shuffle this up. Show everyone that it's well shuffled and that we're not up to any shenanigans here. Alright. So each character draws 2 and keeps 1 quest. So we will do that we'll start with Bartholomew and go back this way. Bartholomew whispers on the wild. The tree folk use magic to send messages across the realm. Travel to the Whispering Woods and spend 1 action to roll 4 dice. For each 5 or 6 rolled, add 1 success towards the reward. Reward, immediate reward. The reward is based on the number of successes rolled. So he can, yeah, that's a pretty good one. And he also has the Runestone of Destruction. A quest for a runestone is the quest of great magical power. Travel to the Cursed Plateau and spend an action. Alright, so the Cursed Plateau is way over here. And the Whispering Woods... Oh, Whispering Woods, where would you like to be? It's going to take me a little while to figure out where everything is now. Whispering Woods. Whispering Woods, right there. Okay. So you can... If he takes the Whispering Woods, he defeats a bunch of minions based on how many successes he rolls when he gets there. Okay? And for the Runestone of Destruction, his reward, discard this quest and spend an action to destroy all minions on your location and all adjacent locations. All heroes, including you, and generals, including any undead general, on these locations suffer... Wow. T3 wounds each, and a tainted crystal is added to your location. This is the Cursed Plateau, though. So you're only going to kill enemies in there and there, these locations, so that's not that great a deal. Let's go with the Whisperers of the Wild for Bartholomew. Alright. Next up is the Shaman. He's got the Halfling Envoy. The Halflings of Whispering Woods are people of the earth. Travel to the Whispering Woods. Well, that's right there again. And discard a green hero card and convince the Halflings to help. Place an action token from supply in the card when completed. Travel to a location with 2 or more tainted crystals and discard a green card for each crystal at that location. Immediately remove the tainted crystals. Okay. Envoy to the dwarves. Convince the dwarves to send the renowned Dragon Slayer hunting. Travel to the Crystal Hills and spend an action. Roll 2 dice. On a 5 or 6 or any die to claim your reward. Roll both dice one time by discarding 1 blue or hero card. You have called upon the Dragon Slayer of the Dwarves. Reward. Discard this card and ignore the movement of the Dragon General on a Darkness Spread card or to prevent a Dragon Agent from activating. Yeah, that's fine. We'll give that to the Shaman. He's got to go to the Crystal Hills. The Crystal Hills, right here. Okay. And I'm going to have to put these cards under their sheet. Alright, the Eagle Rider. Let's see what the Eagle Rider. Mount Air Folk Alliance. The mountain folks are scattered but can be useful. Travel to the following locations and spend an action. He's got to go to Rockbridge Pass. The mountains, yeah, because he's going to be really good at movement. We're going to give him this one. I'm not even going to read the other one. We're not even going to read the other one. Okay? Not even going to read it. And we got the Druid. Seek to restore the land. Heal 1 land of a tainted crystal without spending a special card. That's what his special ability is. One of the 5 rings of Amarok is rumored to be held by the Minotaurs. Travel to the Minotaur Forest and spend an action roll 4 dice. Discard a hero card. For all heroes discarded, must be the same color. If you suffer 2 wounds for each non-matching card discarded. The Minotaurs slay the hero if you fail, and discard it to discard enough hero cards. You gain the Blood Ring of Healing. Each turn you may discard a hero card matching your current location to heal all your wounds. Wow, that is super powerful. Yeah, we're going to take the Blood Ring of Healing. That seems really good. Alright, so these just get shuffled back into this Massive deck. I guess you could put them on bottom if you didn't want to worry about seeing them again. But for us, we're just going to put them back on bottom. Or, I'm sorry, we're going to shuffle them back in. Because maybe we'll see them again. The quest deck, I think, is, for me, one of the most important add-ons you can get for this game. If you can get the quest deck, definitely get the quest deck. It changes and makes quests much more important for this game, and I think it adds so much to the game. So much when you have a whole designed quest thing. Okay, so now we need an Eagle Rider. We need a Shaman. Here's the Shaman right here. We're going to use that guy for the Shaman. Oh, that's him anyways, because there's his... There, yeah, that's him. That's definitely him. Bartholomew. The Bard. Well, this looks like a songbook and stuff. We'll use him for the Bartholomew the Bard. We need the Eagle Rider and the Druid. We've got the Druid right there. Green cloak and all. Now I just need the Dragon Rider. It's like a little halfling with a bow and arrow, huh? Actually, this is the Druid right there, so we'll use this for the Druid, since that's his actual figure. I guess we'll use the little halfling one for the halfling. Little halfling one for the halfling. Which means all the rest of these can go back in the box. Back in the bag. You all will not be needed in this playthrough. Thanks for your efforts. Okay. We need to shuffle up the hero decks because each of the heroes receives 2 cards. Making sure everything is well randomized and there is no shenanigans going on here at this house. Alright, so 2 cards for the Druid. He got 2 of the red locations. Blood Flats. And the Withering Hills, which is over there. The Eagle Rider has got a Winding Pass. Another, what's all these red ones coming up for? We did shuffle this, right? Yeah, we did. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm going to shuffle it up just a little bit more, but just to make sure there wasn't any, like too many reds coming out at one time. That would be bad. Alright. A green, the Raven Forest, and the Ghost Marsh. For the Shaman, he's got a blue Crystal Hills and a Serpent Swamp. And for the Bard, he's got a green and a blue. Okay, so these all go back over here. I'm just shuffling them up a little bit more just to make sure they're all nicely randomized. Alright, last but not least, we have the darkness spreads. We need to spread the darkness across the lands. So we will shuffle this deck. And then we will get ready to rock and roll. Just showing everyone that it's well shuffled. Alright, now what we got to do is we got to draw 6 location cards that have 2 locations on them. So like this one here is Winding Pass. And it's a red, and so we put 2 in the Winding Pass location. The red. And we put 2 in Raven Forest, which is green. Raven Forest, which is right there. That's card number 1. We do that 6 times. Eagle Peak Pass. And you can ignore what's on the card. Eagle Peak Pass. 2 of them right there. And Heaven's Glade. Heaven's Glade right there. Okay, that's 2. We can ignore that. It's Orc Patrol. Dragon Reach Range. Dragon's Teeth Range right here. And the Dark Woods. Okay, the Dark Woods, we can't actually use this card because that will... you don't use cards that will cause an overrun because there's already 3 in that location up there. That's where the general starts. We can ignore this card and draw another one. So we won't count that card. So this will be our 3rd one. Amric's Peak. Amric's Peak. Oh my gosh. Way up there. And the Land of Amazons. Right there. Okay, and that is 1, 2, 3. We're only halfway done. Jesus. Orc Patrol we can ignore. Wolf Pass. And the Enchanted Glade. Lots of enemies out there. Orc Valley. And the Unicorn Forest. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Seagull Lagoon. Wow, there's a lot of blues out here. And the Dancing Stone, which is right here next to Monarch City. That is, again, you ignore what the little figures on there. You put 2 out for both locations. So that's going to give you 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And then you're going to do it again with another 6, but this time it's just 1 in each location. So we have nothing there. Withering Hills. And Enchanted Glade. That's okay because it didn't cause an overrun. Nothing there. Scorpion Canyon. We can't use this card because there's already 3 on there. Can't use that one. Thorny Woods. Thorny Woods. Nope, can't use that one either because there's already 3 on that one. Orc Patrol, we can ignore that. Minotaur Forest. Put one there. And Land of the Amazons. We can put one there. Withering Hills. Okay, that's okay. And Father Oak Forest. Right there. That's 3. We need 3 more. Ghost Marsh. Ghost Marsh way up there in the top right-hand corner. Whispering Woods. Right there. Boy, there's a lot of them up there in the top right-hand corner. That is 4. We need 2 more. The Blood Flats. Right here. Greenleaf Village. Right there. And last but not least, Scorpion. Nope, can't use that one. Blood Flats, we can use that one again. And Bounty Bay, we can use that again. Okay. All of these, unlike a normal pandemics type game, they just get shuffled back into the Darkness Spreads deck. So we're going to spend a minute doing that. Thomas Harquist, good afternoon to you, sir. So, we have got to figure out what the hell we're going to do. Because we are going to get murdered if we don't do things, and I mean do things quick. Just going to set these out here a little bit easier for me. Darkness Spreads. Darkness Spreads. So you guys can see that everything is well taken care of, well shuffled, well ready to go. Do that. Do that. Do that. Okay. So we've shuffled everything up. We've given everyone their cards. We are ready to go. And this is very pandemic-like, if you're familiar with that. One character takes a turn, does its thing, and then the darkness does its thing. Anywhere that you have more than 4 of these in any location, like if I need to put another one into this location, this is going to taint the land and cause explosion. And I gotta actually see what happens in that case, because I forget in this game what happens. Yes, you taint the land, and we can only have so many tainted and overrun. Maximum number of minions may exist in a location outside of Marnak City is 3. When a 4th minion may be added to a location, the location becomes destroyed for humanity to survive in that area, and the land becomes overrun and tainted. Instead of adding the 4th minion, a tainting crystal is placed in the location, and minions advance to surrounding locations. Add 1 minion of the same color that caused the overrun to all adjacent locations. The general does not count as a minion when determining overruns and tainted land. During an overrun, any overrun minions that would increase the number of minions in any adjacent location beyond 3 would taint the land, but they do not cause any additional overruns, and no minions are added to the overrun locations that become tainted. Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to verify that for myself. So, again, let's refresh our memory on the Druid. He has got the Blood Ring of Healing, the the Blood Ring of Healing. Travel to the Minotaur Forest. So he would like to go to the Minotaur Forest. If he can get up there, he's got a chance of maybe. But here's the thing. We've got several locations that are big problems. Big problems, big problems, big problems. Because we've got 3 here, we've got 3 here, we've got 3 there. We've got 3 up there, we got 3 here, and we got 3 here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locations that are going to be a problem. So fortunately, since you started with Bartholomew in your space, each hero beginning their turn in the same location as the bard gains 1 extra action. So he is going to get 6 actions for the round. 6 actions. Druid would like to head to the Minotaur Forest, eventually make it up there, but we do need to take care of all of this nonsense. So those of you that are not familiar with this game, there are 4 generals or boss. Think of them as bosses in this game. There's 4. Each of them leads the different faction. Green, black, red, and blue. But they are all different. Each of them has their own special abilities and hit points and everything. But they also adjust what you need to kill them. So like the orcs, you need a 3 or higher to hit them. For the undead, you need a 4 or higher. For the demons, you need a 4 or higher. And for the dragons, you need a 5 or higher. That's on a d6. So you have, can run into some issues. So we do have he's got to go to a green location. So the druid has woodland magic. When he's on a green location, he can spend an action to summon woodland animals to attack minions in any other green location. But he has to be on a green location for this to happen. So it's a -1 to attack them, so instead of a 3 or higher, we're going to need a 4 or higher. So first action for the druid. First action, he's going to move there. Boom. I do get an extra action because of the Bartholomew, though, so that's going to help. So first action, moves over there. Second action, he's going to activate. Spend an action to summon woodland animals to attack the minions in any other green location. So up here, there is 3 right there in the Thorny Woods. And so we're going to attack the minions there. So normally we would need a 3 or higher, but this is at a -1. So it's going to be a 4 or higher will destroy them. So let's roll some high dice. Let's see. That's 3 hits. Boom, boom, boom. That's 3 deaths. That is really, really good. That ability is going to come in handy, I think. So, can we do this more than once? When on a green location, may spend 1 action to summon woodland animals to attack minions in any other green location. This is attack is formed at a -1 modifier to each die roll. Does not say whether or not this is when in a green location may spend one action to summon one of the animals. Okay. So that was action. Action 1 was to move. Action 2 was to use that power within magic. So he's got 4 action remaining. I think he's going to spend another action to move up here. Then he's going to attack those 2 guys. I need a 5 or 6 to hit these guys. I got one of them. I have 3 action remaining. So I'm going to spend an action. I know it's hard to see, but I'm going to move up to the north. There's 2 blue guys up there. See if I can tip it down the camera. Right there. So I'm going to try to attack those 2. So move up there, and then an action to attack them. So we're going to spend an action to attack them. 2 blue, I need a 5 or 6. Got 1. And then my last action, I'm going to move into the Minotaur Forest. So, normally when you end your turn with the minion, you take damage. But the Druid has a special ability, One with the Earth. When the Druid ends its turn in a green location, the Druid heals 1 wound and is hidden from enemies. He suffers no wound from minions for fear from undead. So he can basically go there for free. That is his turn. And a very successful turn it was. So, now I'm going to probably be moving the camera back and forth. If that bothers you, I apologize. But otherwise, it's going to drive me insane. So that is his 6 actions. He got an extra one because of Bartholomew. Normally he would only get 5 actions. And at the end of your turn, you draw Can't really care about that. You get cards at the end of your turn. I'm just trying to find out how many cards. I think it's 2, but I wouldn't swear by it. That's why I am... That's why I wanted to verify, because... Yeah, the active players draw 2 hero cards and add them to their hand. There we go. If you have 10 or more cards, you've got to discard down to 10. So, two cards. All right. Yep. I thought it was. I just wanted to verify because I didn't want to cheat. It's been a while since I played the game, so I'm just trying to remember. So he gets 2 cards. He gets the black location card and another black one. So he's got 2 red and 2 black. The important thing is in the top left-hand corner, it gives you different symbols to do things. So, for example, in the Enchanted Lane, which is over here, if he goes to that location, he can discard it to put a teleporter there, so we could teleport there. There's also an Eagle Rider to move 4 spaces if you discard a card. But you're basically gaining these cards because you're going to gain the dice to fight the bosses. Now that's the end of the Druid turn. We simply look at the war status to see what is going on. Another board that we didn't need, like they should have printed this on the board somewhere. War status, advance 1 space for each general defeated. And early war, each player draws 1 darkness spread cards at the end of their turn. Blah, 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 blah. So, we draw 1 at the end of every player's turn to see what happens. We look at the Orc Valley. We add 1 there. Now, that is bad. I know you think, well, why is that bad? The demons have a special ability. Anytime 3 of them get together, they taint the land, which is bad. And then we have Bounty Bay. Gets 1 blue one. Bounty Bay, which is right there. All right. Then we look at these movement for the general. In this case, if the green boss can move into Monarch City, he will move into Monarch City. So he would have to, the green boss would have to be here. He would come down and move into the city. We would instantly lose the game because if any of the bosses make it there. No. In the meantime, he's got to go from his location to this location, from that location to this location, from that location to that location, and then from that location to there. Alright, so that's the end of his turn. We go to the Eagle Rider, who gets an extra 1 because he starts his turn with Bartholomew. So I have to decide at the start of my turn if I'm going to be on the ground or if I'm going to be in the sky. So if I end my turn with minions, then I wouldn't take damage. If I'm on the ground, I get to reroll all my dice 1 time in a combat. But I'm considered to be on the ground. You know what? We're going to take to the sky. So the cool thing about the Eagle Rider is he can move 4 spaces. So we get 5 actions. 5 actions for the Eagle Rider. Let's see. Where does he needs to do? He needs to go to Rockbridge Pass. Rockbridge Pass. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of these tokens on the board. So Rockbridge Pass. Rockbridge Pass. Okay, where are you? Rockbridge Pass, right there. He's got to go there. He's got to go to the Mountains of Mist. The Mountains of Mist, right here. And the Dragon Teeth Range, which is right there. So he's got to go way up there, over here, and over there. And if he does all of this, He spends an action to negotiate with the tribes. Travel to the following locations to spend an action to negotiate with the tribes there. Then, when ending your turn in a blue location, you gain an extra action for the next turn. So, he gets his 5 actions. He could literally fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, fly. You could spend like a couple turns and just fly around and do this, but I think we got more important things to do than giving him 1 extra bonus action every turn, which I don't think is, I mean, that's a good thing, but he has to end in a blue turn and everything. So, first action, he's simply going to move up to Orc Valley, and he's going to fight there. We need 4, 5s, or 6s to hit. Oh, and this can go away. He needs 4, 5s, or 6s for hits. I would like to get a couple hits, would be nice. Our 3 hits. Yeah, that's cool. Wow. We are on a roll, bunny. Okay, so that was his second action, was to attack. His third action is going to be to fly 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces right there. So normally you would have to discard a card to do that, but he's got this special Eagle Rider ability. And now he's going to fight. And I would like 5s and 6s, so these guys are going to be a lot harder to kill. 5s and 6s. We would like 1, 5, or 6 at least. We got 1. Okay. Alright, now I've got 1 action remaining. If I was to stay there, I'm going to take a lot of damage. So I'm not going to stay there. So what I'm going to do, he's going to fly again bloop, bloop, to this location right there. Now, I still have to spend an action there to convince them to join us. So that's why I put those action tokens out there. So, Eagle Rider, you are done. You get your extra bonus. You get to draw 2 cards. He draws the Pleasant Hill and the Seabird Port. And now we draw a Darkness Spreads Seagull Lagoon, which is up here. There's 2 up there. There's a blue location just... Alright, well, I'll show you. 2 blue location just north of that. It's got 2 on it now. Okay. And the Dancing Stone. Uh-oh. That's going to be a problem now. There. Now we look at the red guy. Can he move to Bounty Bay? Bounty Bay's here. The red guy would have to be in this location. The red guy is all the way back here, so no, he can't, so they don't move. Okay. Cool game. I like this. Very thematic. Very fun. It is a lot to worry about as a solo player, you know, with all the powers and stuff. But we get 5 actions plus 1 because you started with Bartholomew. Let's see. So travel to the Crystal Hills. So you got to go to the Crystal Hills, which is here. I'm going to... You gotta go there. Put that down there. Okay. So I have to decide if I want to be in wolf form. I can move as if a horse without discarding a movement point. So that I can basically, he can move 2 spaces. 1, 2. You know, that costs him 1 action as opposed to 1. And when you end your turn in a green location, the wolf suffers no wounds to enemy minions. But he is subject to fear. So, and then if I was in the bear form, I would heal. Yeah, I don't need to be in bear form. So we're going to go into the wolf form. Put the wolf form on top. He will be in the wolf form. Oh, this transformation may take place at any point during his turn. Okay, so the shaman may not enter Monarch City or inns while in animal form. So I can't enter them when I'm in animal form, but I can change while I'm already there. That's a little weird. I would think that if you're in animal form, you're not allowed to enter. Like, the people don't want you in there if you're a wolf or a bear. So that's the way I'm going to play it. And even though it says something slightly different. All right. So first things first. Who dat? What's up? So first action, he is going to move here because we got to get rid of these guys here. Second action, he is going to attack. We need 4s or higher to hit the undead. 4s or higher. That's 3. That's lovely. That was a good action. Okay. Oh, I'm still in human form, right? So when in human form, the shaman may spend 1 action and roll a die to eliminate all minions on any location on the board. Remove all minions and check die roll. If the shaman rolled an odd number, he also taints the land and places a tainted crystal on the board. You know what? It might be worth doing that. We've got plenty of tainted crystals. But I'm going to use that ability, since I'm still in human form. Arrows of Destruction. Right here. We're going to go for this location. We want to get rid of all the ones that have 3. So we need 4s or higher. And that's 2 hits. Okay. Oh, did we roll an odd number? Yes, we did. So we taint the land. Unfortunately. Right. That's the problem with doing that. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it again because I want to attack this location over here. Yeah. Alright, 4 or higher. We only got 1 and we got an odd, so we taint the land again. That's bad. But we only got 1 of these guys, but maybe that'll help it from overrunning. So I would say move, attack, attack, attack. So I have 2 actions remaining. I am going to switch to... I'm going to switch to wolf form. And I'm going to move on, oh Jesus, on 2. And then my last action, I'm going to fight these guys right there. So I need a 3 or higher. Oh, I only get 2 dice. I need a 3 or higher on both of these dice or I'm in trouble. I'll be taking some damage. I only took 1, damn it. So they're going to hit me for 1, which means I'm now wounded. So you flip it over. You don't get that action next time. But as the bear, I can heal a wound when entering bear form. I'm going... Okay, I think that's all. He gets his 2 cards. He gets his Seabird Port. He's got some... We got a lot of black cards. I'm telling you, the black general's in big trouble. We got a lot of black cards. Darkness spreads. It is... Father Oak Forest gets 1, and Greenleaf Village gets 1. The red guy, if he was here, would go to Monarch City. We would lose, but he's not there, so we don't lose. He doesn't move, and we are... Whoa! Oh, the camera's coming apart. Hang on. All right, on to the Bard. So the Bard obviously doesn't get an extra. All right, he gets 5 actions. The Bard. The Bard, huh? Okay, where's he got to go to? Whispering Woods. So I'm going to put a thing down for the Whispering Woods. He's going to head up that way. Okay, so he's going to head up that way eventually. We did a pretty good job. We got 3 black ones way up there, and we got 3 red ones right here. Everything else has been kind of managed a little bit, I guess. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see. What can he... Heaven's Glade. That might be a good one to head towards. Bounty's Bay is there right now. Okay, so first action, he's going to move over here. Second action, he's going to fight those orcs. He's got a special ability. When attacking 2 or more minions in a location, he does so gallantly with sword and song. Should he fail to defeat all minions present, he may either reroll the failed dice or remove the remaining minions into an adjacent location. So I need 3 or higher. And we got 1. I'm going to re-roll this. 3 or higher. Oop, come here, dice. Come here. 3 or higher. I get them. And got them. Alright, so that was my first action was move. Second action was to attack. Third action, fourth action. Fifth action is to attack. Now, there's only one guy there, so I don't get my special ability. He's dead. And now for my last action, I'm going to try to complete my quest. Travel to the Whispering Woods and spend an action, which I'm going to do. So that was the attack. Now I got 1 action remaining. I can spend it. So it was 1, 2 to fight, 3, 4 to move, 5 to attack, and my last action is to do this. I roll 4 dice. One of each color. Let's roll 1 of each color. I'm going to look for 5s or 6s and add 1 success towards a roll. So I would like 5s and 6s. I would like to see at least 1 or 2 5s or 6s. We got 1. So 1, we defeat 1 minion on 3 different green locations. We get to get rid of 3 minions. 3 green minions on defeat 1 minion. Defeat 1 minion on 3 different green locations. Yeah, they have to be on green locations. So it's going to be this one up here. Boom. Oh my gosh. And the camera is coming off again. Sorry about that, folks. So that was number 1 was with our druid. Number 2 is going to be over here with our shaman. And number 3 will be here in I'll go in we'll go into Fathered Oak Forest. Alright, now, you have to check the rules. When you complete a quest, you get another quest immediately, or do you have to go to the end to get a quest? Let's see. Each time a hero completes a quest, they draw 2 cards. Choosing one and discarding the other. So yeah, you immediately get another quest. So that one gets discarded. And we got a nice bonus. The Great Library. In the Chamber of Knowledge below the Royal Palace are the secret scrolls of wisdom. Travel to Monarch City and spend an action. And roll 2 dice for each 5 or 6. You can take 1 action from the supply. You may take 1 action token from the supply on this card. You may discard an action token from this card on future quests to add 1 extra die to the quest roll. Oh, so it's teaching you quests. That's cool. One of the 5 rings of Amarok is rumored to be hidden in the Dark Woods. Travel to the Dark Woods and spend an action to discard any number of black hero cards to roll a die for each. He's got 1 black card. Okay. If you found the Ring of Vision, you gain the Ring of Vision. You may discard a token from this action card to avoid placing minions at one location of a Darkness Spreads cards during your turn. You may permanently discard 1 of your action tokens to place 3 action tokens back on this card if none remain. Oh, cool. So, getting the library to help with more quests might be good, but I think... Where is the Dark Woods? Where is the Dark Woods? Oh, that's all the way up there where the enemy starts. Yeah, I think he's going to take the Ring of Vision, though. He's going to take the Ring of Vision. Put this token up there in the Dark Woods. All right, and that is, then he draws 2 cards. 1, 2. He got another black and a green. Nice. And that is his turn. Now we do Darkness Spreads. Thorny Woods gets a green. Thorny Woods way back here with the boss. And the Dancing Stone gets 2 black. Oh, good thing we cleared that area out. 2 black. And now... the blue dragon automatically moves to the next location. And he spawns a new blue guy over there with him. Well, that's not very good. Especially since the blue dragon only has to go 4 spots. He's got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he wins. Okay, so that is 1 full round. All of our heroes went. All the darknesses went. And now we go back to the druid, who's up there in the Minotaur Forest. So he gets his action tokens. He's going to spend an action. Travel to the Minotaur Forest and spend an action. Roll 4 dice. On every 3 or higher, discard 1 hero card. All hero cards discarded must be the same color, or you suffer 2 wounds for each non-matching card. Hang on a second. Okay. For each 3 or higher rolled, discard a hero card. All hero cards discarded must be the same color. You suffer 2 wounds for each non-matching card. The Minotaur slay the hero if you fail just to discard enough hero cards. You gain the Blood Ring of Healing. Each turn you may discard a hero card matching your current location to heal all your wounds. This does not require an action. So, rolling 4. 3 or higher. We'd like 1s and 2s because you don't want to take damage. 1s or 2s. 1s or 2s. Wow, that's 4 successes. Of course it is. That's bad. So, I have to discard 2 to get rid of those 2. I'm going to suffer 4 wounds because I'm going to have to discard those 2 to suffer 4 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those 4. So that's his turn. He's done with his turn. But he now has the Blood Ring of Healing, which means he can heal up every turn from now on. So all those cards go away. If you don't have enough cards to discard, I didn't read that. I mean, I read it, but afterwards. I should have probably read that a little closer before I jumped into it. But he gets a new quest. So we have the Fellowship of Heroes. In dire times, a fellowship among the heroes can inspire victory. Visit each hero to share a tale of valor and bravery. When ending your turn with one or more heroes, perform the action below. The other hero gains an action to use on their next turn, or place 1 action token from the supply on this card for each different hero visited. When this card has tokens equal to the number of other heroes, the quest is complete. You may discard the tokens on this card to use an extra action on your turn. Okay? Magic Arrows of Seeking. Trade with the elf Fletchers to obtain ranged weapons of magic. Travel to Thorny Woods and spend 1 action to flip over the top card of the hero deck. Discard 2 cards in your hand that match the card flipped over to claim your reward. Reward. Discard to participate in a battle with a general from an adjacent location. While adjacent, you are not subject to penalties of losing combat to a general. I think we're going to do the Fellowship of Heroes. Because that's just going to give everyone extra actions, which sounds like a good thing. Alright, so he's got 1 action, and he's got 4 deaths. He does draw 2 cards at the end of his turn. He's got a special. Spell of Purity. Remove all tainted crystals from a single location. I am going to immediately cast this. I don't think the purple costs like an action, do they? I don't think they cost an action. But now that I'm saying it, I'm thinking maybe it does. I don't believe purple cards cost an action. I think the ones that cost an action say, as an action, do this. So I am going to immediately spend the Spell of Purity to remove all tainted crystals from a single location. Nice. Good job, Druid. Now we do Darkness Spreads, right? We have not done the Darkness Spreads. The Minotaur Forest. Oh, okay. That's right where the Druid just killed those orcs. And the Land of the Amazons down here. And the red guy gets to go to the next location and spawn a new red guy in that location. Well, that's not good. Alright, over to the Eagle Rider. Where? All right. So I only give 4 actions. But action number 1 is going to be to remove this action. So I visited this. Okay, so that's them. Oh, by the way, I'm going to go into sky mode. I'm going to stay in sky mode. Second action, I'm going to travel here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third action, I'm going to do them. That's them. So I visited 2 of the 3 locations. I only have 1 more location, which is up there. But I only have 1 action remaining, but since I'm flying, I might as well move 1, 2, 3. Maybe we can take these guys out next time. Again, because I'm flying, may end a turn in the same location with enemy minions and generals, but suffer no penalties, fear, or damage lost from cards. So even though I'm with the demons, they would fear me. No, the black ones fear you. That's right. So it doesn't matter because I'm flying above their heads. They can't hit me. That's my turn. And I get 2 cards. Okay. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards now. All right, and then that was just 2 cards. Now we just do darkness spreads. Turns go by. Uh-oh. Lesser demons. Scouting reports that the demon minions appear to be less creatures than those battled earlier. Immediate effect. Demon minions do not taint the land when 3rd demon is placed. They taint the land when the 4th minion would be placed, like all other minor races. But we now draw draw another darkness spreads cards. So their special ability is gone now. Yes, because they're lesser demons. Nice. I'm going to keep this. As a reminder, I'll put this over here by the... Alright, but we do have to do another darkness spreads. Add 1 orc to each green location that is currently... Oh, no. And the red guy moves to a next location. What? Each green location that's empty gets a orc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations. That's not good. Running out of green, we're going to need more to kill some greens. And the red guy gets to go to the next location, but automatically the red guy gets to go to the next location. So it is up to the shaman. The shaman is here with the Dragon Lord. So he's going to immediately go into bear form and heal. So he's going to get all 5 of his locations. Heal 1 wound when entering bear form in combat. May reroll all dice once during each attack. So, first action, I'm going to attack that single blue guy that's there. And I get to re-roll it. And I've still missed. Second action. Same thing. No, maybe not. Second action. Hang on. See what we have here. He's going to go to the Crystal Hills. Oh, doing down here. I am going to spend my very precious flyer, and I'm going to fly. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to fly there as an action. I'm going to spend another action. Now I'm in the Crystal Hills. Now, travel to Crystal Hills and spend an action. Boom, there we go. Roll 2 dice. On a 5 or 6, I get to claim my reward. Come on, 5 or 6, claim a reward. Yes, a 5 and a 6. Claim the reward. So we now have the Envoy of the Dwarves. So we can discard this card to ignore the movement of a Dragon General on a Darkness Spread cards, or to prevent a Dragon Agent from activating. So the Dwarves are happy with us. They sent the Dragon Slayer. And now I get a new quest. The green minions are massing. Easy targets for skilled heroes. Defeat 6 green minions. If you fulfill this quest, you place green minions on this card for reference. Discard this quest card to avoid placing troops in one green location. Okay, or travel to the Weron Forest and spend an action to roll 3 dice. The holder of this Dragon Lance adds +1 to each die roll against Dragon Generals and Dragonkin. Ooh, yeah, we definitely want that. He just did well, that's very thematic because he just got the dwarves. Sent us the Dragon Slayer. They've called upon the Dragon Slayer of the dwarves. And now he's probably passed on some knowledge to us to learn how to defeat the dragon. So we're going to get a +1 once we complete this quest. We need to go to the Weron Forest. Okay, so that gets discarded. Where is the Weron Forest? Way over here. Okay. That's where, that's not bad because that's where he's standing. So he's always, it's adjacent to where he's standing. That's pretty good. So he gets the dwarves, he gets them on our side, and then they're like, yeah, go to the Weron Forest over there, pick up the dragon sword. That'll probably help you a little bit in fighting these dragons. Then it's going to be murder blue guys because the shaman's going to be our dragon killer. Nice. All right. He gets 2 cards at the end of his turn. We'll pass. And a black location. I'm actually going to keep all the heroes cards separated because they're definitely in the way. All right. Hero 4, 3. 2 and 1. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then active quests are going to be on the right-hand side. And then anything that's completed will be on the left-hand side. So we've got 2 that are already completed. We've got this one here, which is the Ring of Healing for the Druid. And the Dragon Slayer of the Dwarves. Right. Okay. So that was his 2 cards at the end of his turn. Now Darkness Spreads. Add 1 orc to each location that currently has 1 orc and only 1 orc on it. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate because there's 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. And we only have 3 orcs left. So if those 3 get spent, then we are going to lose the game. So we have got to kill some green guys. And the blue dragon would go into Monarch City. He's not there, so... Okay. Bartholomew, you have better... Where are you? You got to kill some green guys. Well, good thing you're at a location with green guys. First action, we're going to fight these green guys. Two dead. That was action number 1. Alright, second action, I'm going to move over there. Third action, I'm going to spend this to put a teleporter in Heaven's Glade. That's our third action. Third action. I got that was our third action. Where does he need to go to? The Dark Woods, right, way over there. Way over there. I'm going to spend my horse to move 2 spaces. I am then going to, for my 5th action, I'm going to attack these 2 yahoos. I get to re-roll this. Got him. I got 1 action remaining. I'm going to go back to Monarch City for my last action, because I have to head up to the Dark Woods way over there. Alright, well, I killed 4 green guys. He draws a green and another green. He actually could draws a eagle. 1, 2, 3. I could actually make it there in 1 go next turn. And Darkness Spreads. Strong command. The generals are moving with troops at full strength. Immediate effect. Place 3 minions with the next general that moves. Ignore the number of minions on the darkness spread card attached to the general, and instead add 3 minions when the general moves. So, like, if this guy moves, we would add 3 there, which would cause an overrun, and that would be very bad. So, strong command. Not very good. Put that right there as a reminder. That was Bartholomew. His turn is done. So, back to the Druid. Oh, he's got to spend a location card. Ooh. Each turn you can discard a hero card matching your current location to heal all your wounds. This does not require an action. Oh boy, he's going to die. Because he's only got 1 action. What are these? These are the shamans. He's only got 1 action. He's got 4 wounds. So he can only move or do 1 thing. Oh, you know what? Part of the Druid is when he ends his turn in a green location, he heals 1. So he actually has 2. He actually has 2 actions. So this is going to be a little strange, but he's not going to be much help if he dies. So action number 1 moves there. Action number 2 moves there. And then he's going to discard his red card. It's the only card he has. And he can heal all of his wounds, so that'll give him 3 more actions. And it does say this does not require an action to do this on the card. So it gives him 3 more actions to play with. Ah, that's nice. We got to try and kill some of these guys. We're getting kind of overwhelmed now. Action, move over there. Next action, attack. We need 5s or 6s. Got 1. And I got 1 action remaining. Last action, he's going to move here. Because he can get rid of those tainted crystals. Alright. Draws 2 cards. A black location and a green location. And then the darkness spreads. Pleasant Hill. Pleasant Hill is right here. And Father Oak Forest. Okay, we got that. 2 there. And the green guy would move in the Orc Valley here. Nope, he would have to be there. He's not there. He's got a ways to get before he gets there. So no movement there. Alright, how's everyone doing? You following along with what we're doing? Defenders of the Realm. Alright. Eagle Rider. Right, he's here. He needs to go up there eventually. But first, let's take care of this area. Action 1. Attack. We need 4 hires. Just one of them. Second action, same thing. Come on, 4 higher. Just one. We're going to, yes, stay in sky. We're going to spend third action. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. That's his third action. And his fourth action is to complete his adventure. Travel the following locations and spend 1 action to negotiate with the tribes there. Rockbridge Pass, Mountain of Mist, and the Dragon Teeth Range. Ongoing reward. When ending your turn in a blue location, you gain 1 extra action for your next turn. So he wants to end in blue going forward, which I think we're going to do that hopefully all the time, hopefully. And because of that, he gets a new quest, which is the Shield of Light. The Shield of Light has saved many a hero's life in battle. Travel to the ancient ruins and spend an action to roll 4 dice. Roll a 6 on any of the dice to claim your reward. For each 1 or 2 you roll, you suffer a wound. You have found the Shield of Light. The shield does not act as armor, but rather defends against minions and generals with parries and or counter-strike skills. The shield nullifies these 2 skills, so parries and counter-strike. The Healers of Brookdale. The potion of the Healers of Brookdale's village are legendary. Travel to the Brookdale village and spend an action, roll 4 dice for each 4, 5, or 6. Place an action token from the supply in this card and claim your reward. You have given a healing potion from the Master Healers. You may remove a token at any time to heal all wounds from any hero on the same space as you, or to heal yourself when all tokens have been removed. Wow, yeah, we're definitely going to go with the healing, I think. So we need to go to Brookdale Village. Brookdale Village, where are you? Brookdale Village. Brookdale, huh? Or is that the name of the quest and I'm looking for somewhere else? No, it says travel to Brookdale Village and spend 1 action. Yeah, okay. Oh, right there, right there. All right. Oh, he's right adjacent to where he's at. Boy, we've been very lucky with our quest. All right, so that's 8 for the Eagle Rider. He gets to draw 2 cards. Location card, Withering Hills, the Dark Woods. And now we have a Darkness Spreads. Uh-oh. Assault on Monarch City. The enemy assaults Monarch City, making a major push to end the war. Immediate effect. If the Monarch City Darkness Spreads card is drawn, an equal number of minions are placed into Monarch City, matching the number of minions surrounding it. Special. Reshuffle all darkness spread cards when this event activates. Draw another darkness spreads card. So we got another effect going on. If the Monarch City Darkness Spreads card is drawn. So if we get that, oh boy. Poor morale. The forces of the realm are growing tired of the day-to-day fighting with no end in sight. Immediate effect. No special cards may be gained. Any special cards that are drawn at the end of the hero's turn is turned up. Or turned up with a rumor at the end action. Go to the discard pile and another card is drawn. When this event ends, reshuffle the hero card deck. Draw another Darkness Spreads cards. Oh my goodness. Who shuffled this deck? Blood Flats. So normally they would taint the land, but because they've been lesser demons, they no longer do that. And Bounty Bay. Okay, we got to take care of some of these areas. And this guy would move into Amaran's Peak. Oh, he does move into Amaran's Peak. That's not good. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Oh, boy. So he will slide over there. He gets to bring 2 new guys with him. But because there's already 2 there, he only puts 1 there. The second one taints the land. And then you put 1 in every adjacent location. Now this is not adjacent. I'm just going to move that guy out of the way for a second. So this one would go there. This one would go here. And way up there in the top would go March. Okay, now this guy goes back there. Alright, we got 1 green guy left. Oh my god, we have got to do something, people. What are you doing? So, oh, so we also had this. Hang on a second. Place 3 minions with the next general that moves. Ignore the number of minions in the darkness spread card attached to the general. And instead add 3 minion when the general moves. Okay, well that's done because he just moved. We would have placed 3 minions, but it had an overrun. We just did the overrun, so boom. No special cards can be gained. Right. Okay, I don't know if you noticed this, but there's quite a few enemies on the board. I'm pretty sure that was you who shuffled this deck. I know, I was going to blame it on you for a minute, but I figured maybe you might be here to defend yourself. Alright, that was the shaman that, no, the shaman's turn. It's the shaman's turn. Right. So, yes, he is going to go to human form. First action, he's going to move over here. Second action, we've got to kill some green guys, so second action. Dead. 3 or higher on the green guys, fortunately. All right, I am then going to spend another action to remove these guys here. I'm going to do my Arrows of Destruction. When in human form, the shaman may spend one action and roll a die to eliminate all minions on any location on the board. So I think I did this wrong before. You just roll a die and eliminate all minions on the board. If I roll an odd, then I taint the land. If I roll an even, then nothing happens. But all these minions get destroyed. And I taint the land. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing over there in Thorny Woods. Roll a die. Roll an even number, please. There we go. So these guys are all dead. I can only do it in green locations. I have one action remaining. So I'm going to do it in this location right here. And roll a die. Please be even. Please be even. It is. They're all dead. Wow, that was huge for us to get all those back. Huge for us to get all those back. How he didn't even get his thing. So we'll have to do that next time. But we needed to get rid of some of those minions that were on the board. Okay. Draws 2 cards. It's a special. So this gets discarded. We have no room to discard. Okay, he's got a green and a blue. This is player 3. So this is player 3's deck. He's got a few blues, a couple blacks, a red. So 3 blue, 2 black, a red, and a green. Alright, so that's his and now we do a Darkness Spreads. 1 blue in the Crystal Hills here, and 2 blue in the McCorm Highlands. That's way up there in the top. The red dragon would move to the Raven Forest, which would be here. He's already past that, so he doesn't move. Alright, the Bard, which is right here in the town. Alright, we're going to spend one action to move. Second action to attack. We need 5s or 6s. Alright, and I can reroll. Should he fail to defeat all minions present, he can either reroll the failed dice or move any... Nope, I'm going to reroll. 5s or 6s. Come on. So we ended up getting rid of 2 of them. That's not bad. Oh, he's got to go way up to the Dark Woods. And he needs black hero cards, which he's got no black hero cards. Unbelievable. Okay. So he's not in any rush to get his quest done, that's for sure. He's going to discard this to move 4 spaces. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. He's just going to move 3 spaces. So that's another action. Then he's going to try and take those demons out. 4 or higher. 4 or higher. And I can reroll this. Got him, all 3. Dead. Nice. Good job, Bard. Good job. Oh, this should go away. All right. Let's see. Where does he want to go? I guess he's going to spend an action to move there, and then he's going to spend an action to attack these guys in the forest. And I can re-roll this. I only got 1. I only have 1 action left. So I probably shouldn't end with there, so I'm just going to move over there and end my turn. Draw 2 cards. Black one, that's good. And a red one. And the darkness spreads. Seagull Lagoon. We need 2 blue. Oh, it's going to... So first one goes there, then it taints the land. Taints the land. Then we're going to get a blue one here, and a blue one here, and a blue one here. And then Heaven's Glade. 2 greens. Well, that's okay. There's a blue there, and now green. 2 greens. And then the blue dragon, Sapphire, will move to the ancient ruins. If he was here... No, I'm sorry. Blue guy comes here. Yes, oh, he does move there. That's bad news. And he grabs a new blue guy. Oh boy, he's now just 2 steps away. Okay. Yeah. When this event ends, but it doesn't say how this event ends. I'm not sure. Oh, I bet there's probably like a... Considering I'm nowhere near you, that'd be a hard sell at best. No, I'm pretty convincing. I'm pretty pretty sure I convinced people that you were there and did it. Hang on, I gotta try to adjust the camera again. Okay, so that was Bartholomew. We're back to the Druid. He's there. He's in the middle of a cluster of guys. So when he's on a tainted land, which he is, I can spend an action, roll 2 dice. Spend an action, roll 2 dice. If I roll a 5 or higher, I can remove that, and it doesn't cost me any card, because that's my special ability. So I spend an action and get rid of that. Boom. Wow. Okay. So that was his first action. So second action, he's going to move. Third action, he's going to move up there. Fourth action is going to try to fight those dragons up in Seagull Lagoon up there. There's 3 of them. I need a 5 or 6. 2 5s. Nice. And I have 1 action remaining, which I am going to fight that I could move to the green location for my last action, which might be a better idea. He will move to the green location, even though there's many enemies there. Up there, and there's 3 enemies already there, but because it's a green location, he stays hidden from the enemies. He's a druid, and so he takes no damage or fear from them. And that's his turn. He draws 2 cards. A special, which we can't use. And a black. And a blue. Alright, and a darkness spreads card. Oh my god, another special. Fresh supplies. The king opens the treasury to ensure his troops' victory. Immediate effect. All heroes draw 1 extra hero card when ending their turn on a location with the treasure chest. All heroes draw 1 extra card when ending their turn on a location with the treasure chest. Put that right there as a kind of a reminder. And we draw another Darkness Spreads cards. Alright, 1 blue at Rockbridge Pass. There. And 1 black at the Dark Woods. Oh, that's going to overrun the location and taint it and all kinds of yucky, nasty things. So 1 black guy is going to go there. 1 black guy is going to go there. And we got a big problem up there. And the red guy would move into... Oh, he's going to move into Bounty Bay. He's 1 location away from winning. Bounty Bay. Okay, well. If he gets into Monarch City, it's game over. So we can go fight him if we have enough strength and cards, but that is not going to happen. We are getting swarmed Alright, that was the druid. Brookdale Village, right. So he gets an extra 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets an extra one, so he gets a 5th action because he stopped in a, or he ended his turn in a blue. So he gets 5 actions. So first action, he's going to move here. Actually, see one. He's not really worried about the master healing yet. So first action. First action, we're going to have a move up there. And we're going to need to kill some guys. Do I want... like re-rolling these combats might be very important. Yeah, we're going to be on the ground. We're going to risk it. So first action is move up there. Second action is to attack. We got one orc. Ugh. Third action, I'm going to move up to the top. And fourth action, I'm going to fight these guys up there. Damn, just one. Damn. And I'm going to fly back there, and I'm going to get wounded for 1. Oh wait, I was re-rolling, right? That's why I freaking... Hang on a second. That's why I chose to be on the ground, is so I could re-roll. So I missed... The first one I missed was that green and the black. And they both would die. Okay. And then the second one I missed was those 2 black up there. I get to re-roll these dice. That's why I stayed on the ground, so I could re-roll dice. Ah, these didn't matter. Damn. And so instead, I'm just going to move here and I won't take a wound then. Alright, draw 2 cards. A black and a green. Let's see, he's got 2 black, 3 black. 3 black, 3 green, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got 10. 4 red. He's got no blue. He's got 3 black, 3 green, and a bunch of reds. Alright, darkness spreads. Oh my god. Heavy rain. No hair's travel is allowed. While heavy rain is in effect, players may not discard hero cards to use horse movement, and heroes with horses or unicorn movement may only move 1 space per turn. Draw another card. Oh my god. Heroes do not suffer wounds or lose cards when losing to a general because we're organized retreat. So you got heavy range, organized retreat, assault on Monarch City, and poor morale. Wuthering Hills, which is all the way back here, now has a third one. Father Oak Forest now has one. And the black guy would actually move. Yes, he is going to move, which is going to be super bad because that is going to be... He's going to have that explode into another area. One's going to come here. One's going to come here. Oh, here. Good thing I got rid of that one black one way up there, or that would explode into another. And then he would also taint the land. So all the generals getting closer. Yeah, we could instantly lose next turn. Who knows? Alright, that was Eagle Rider. Shaman, where are you, Shaman boy? You're over here, right. So the Sherman is going to do some good work. The Shaman is going to do some good work. He is going to activate his Arrows of Destruction. And he's going to do it right here. Black and 2 red. Wait. We got to roll even. No, we taint the land again. That's not good. But he's getting rid of a lot of guys. We're going to go up there to the Dark Woods and do the same thing. Damn it. We're going to kill ourselves, I think. We're going to do the same thing in the Wuthering Hills. No, we are going to kill ourselves. When will I stop? Minotaur Forest. Nothing. Good. So that was, what, 4 actions? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 actions. He's got 1 action remaining, which is going to be... Spend an action, roll 3 dice. I need to roll a 5 or 6 to claim my reward. Five, 5, 6. Well, I guess I claimed a reward 3 times. I found the Dragonlance. The holder of the Dragonlance adds +1 to each roll against all the blue creatures on the board. And I get a new quest. Now I have the Dragon Slayer of the Dwarves. And I also have the Dragonlance. So we're going to be trying to kill a blue dragon here. Alright, and he gets a new quest. Horn of Fellowship. Travel to the Dragon Teeth Range and claim the Shattered Heroic Horn of Fellowship that permanently sacrifices 1 action point to the Guardian Spirits. Visit the Master Smithy in the Ancient Ruins to reforge the horn for 2 hero cards of any color. Ongoing reward, you gain the Horn of Fellowship that allows you to spend an action to move any hero within 2 locations of you. To move to any hero within 2 locations of you. And gain 1 die in your first round of combat this turn after summoning heroes to your location. Or Tower Undead, travel to the withered hills and enter the crumbling tower of the undead. Add 4 undead minions to the location, but don't taint it or overrun it. Spend 1 action attacking all minions there. Suffer 1 wound, plus 1 wound for undead fear for each surviving minion. Continue to spend actions attacking until defeating all minions or being slain. Once you have gained the Mace of Might, roll on each 6 rolled in combat counts as 2 successes. And you can use that against the generals. Wow. Alright, we'll take the Tower of the Undead. Let's see if he can get the Mighty Mace. I don't think we're going to go for the Horn. Oh, the Horn allows you to spend 1 action to move any heroes within 2 locations of you to you. So you can blow the Horn, and anyone that's within 2 spaces of him, he can have him come to his location. Which would be great if you were Bartholomew, because every hero gets an extra action when they start with Bartholomew. So, yeah, the Horn's gone. Alright, so that was his turn. He's got this Arrows of Destruction, which is just amazing. A special, which we can't have. He gets 2 greens. And so his hand looks like this. He's got 3 green, 3 blue, a red, and 2 black. You can hold up to 10 cards. And the darkness spreads. Hopefully it's not a freaking Bounty Bay, which is here. Oh, this is bad. He's going to go 1 there. Then he's going to taint the land. We only have 3 taint left. Then he's going to put a blue there. A blue there. A blue there. And I believe he puts 1 in Monarch City as well. The Blue Dragon will try to move to Greenleaf Village, and he does, because he'll be adjacent to the boy, oh boy. I think this is about ready to be over. I'm pretty sure this game's about ready to be over. 2 bosses just 1 step away. That was the Shaman, so now it is Bartholomew. Speak of Bartholomew, it is your turn. Can't do horses because of the heavy rain. He has to make it all the way up to the dark woods up there. Okay. What do I feel like I'm doing wrong? Because we're getting murdered. What do we feel like we're doing wrong? Because we're getting destroyed. We're getting just a lot of unfortunate things happening to us, I guess. I don't know. Alright. First action, move. Second action, he will fight. I need 4 higher. Got them both. Alright. Third action. Fourth action, I'm going to fight these guys. The 4, and I get to reroll the 2. It didn't matter. Damn it. Damn. Where is he going to go? He's only got 2 actions, so he can move over there, but then he's going to have to kill all these guys in one shot, which is not going to happen. So he'll spend another action to fight this guy that's with him. And last action, I'll go there because I'll get an extra card because of that special ability. Wherever it is. Oh, right here. I knew I had it out there somewhere. We got 5 things going on. But I'm going to get 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Special, which we can't take. Another special. 2 black and a blue. So his hand. He's got a red, 2 green, 2 blue, and 3 black. Which he needs the black ones for his quest, right? Yeah, you can discard any number of black hero cards to roll a die, so... but unfortunately, it's now time for Evil to do things. Scorpion Canyon gets 2, which is okay. Griffin Forest. Oh no, that's gonna taint the land. Damn it. The Druid was coming up next. The Druid was coming up next. So that's gonna go there. That's gonna go there. The Druid, which is right there, is gonna be able to take care of that mess, but it came too early. And the black guy will go to the Winding Pass. No, he's already in the Winding Pass, so he doesn't move. All right, Druid. Go, my friend, go. So first action, I'm going to be trying to kill those things that are with me. I got the the dragon and both of the orcs. Second action, roll 2 dice. If I roll a 5 or 6, I can untaint the land. Yes. So that's, now we got 2 of those. Yay. That's his second action. Third action is to move. Fourth action is to fight those guys that are over there. Fourth action. I need a blue and a green. And they're both dead. And last action, I'm going to try and untaint the land there. Seagull Lagoon. No, I did not. That was my actions. I did well. I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff up there. I untainted one of the lands. But we're still not able to overcome what the enemies are doing. So, good luck. Draw 2 cards. And his hand looks like this. 2 blue, 2 green, and 2 black. Alright, darkness spreads, and this could be it. Ghost Marsh. Where's the Ghost Marsh? Oh, it's way up there. There's 3 of them up there now. Whispering Woods. Gets 2 green. That's okay. And Sapphire will go into the Ancient Ruins. Nope, he's already moved past that, so he's not moving. We've survived another round. But sooner or later, one of these guys are going to move into Monarch City and we're going to die. It's just a matter of time. Where's our little Eagle Rider? Way over here. All right. Where's he got to go for his new quest? Brookdale Village, right. Alright, so first action, he's going to fly here. Second action, he's going to complete his quest. That's 2 actions. He gets to roll 4 dice. If he rolls any 4, 5, or 6s, I rolled 3, 4, 5, or 6s. So I basically have 3 healing potions that if I'm with somebody, I can fully heal them or myself 3 times. Because the master healers have shared 3 potions with me. I get 2 new quests. Prove yourself worthy of the fellowship of the realm by traveling to locations containing 3 minions of the same color and defeating all 3 at the same time in 1 turn. This must be done for all 4 minion types. Plus 1 minion for each type defeated on this card to track your progress. The King awards you the Shield of McCorm. The shield enables you to block 1 wound each time you suffer damage and ignore wounds from fear from the undead, or travel to a location with a treasure chest and spend 1 action and roll 3 dice and a 5 or 6. You get to draw D6 hero cards, which would be great if we could use special ones, so I guess we'll try the Heroic Test of Valor. Let's see. That was his second action to complete that. He's got 2 actions remaining. What I'm going to do is just put this little die with a 3 on it to remind me that he's got 3 heals that he can give to people. Alright, so he's got only 2 actions remaining. He's going to come down here. And he's going to try to fight these demons. Oh, I should be in the sky. right? Because I didn't re-roll anything, so I must not be on the ground, or I would be re-rolling. 2 of them. All right, I'll take 2. All right, that is it. Draw 2 cards, a blue. And so now I have to decide which ones I'm keeping because I've got too many cards. I'll just get rid of those 2. That's fine. Actually, red and blue are not the ones to get rid of because those are the generals that are right there next to the thing. Let's get rid of 2 greens since the green guy's way back there. I'll get rid of 2 green ones. All right. Darkness spreads. Add 1 orc to each green location that is currently empty. And the red guy would go to the next location. Boom. So, but because we have the Dwarven Slayer of discard to ignore the movement of the Dragon General. So this is not, that's the dragon. I can't even do it. We're dead. We lose. Because the red guy would automatically go to the next location. Well. That is good but bad. We did not do great. I don't know why, but all those events that came out were not helpful. And I think a lot of these are expansion ones. There's an expansion called the Event Deck or something like that, and it adds a bunch of events to the Darkness Spreads deck. In my opinion, it almost adds too many. Like here's another event. And another event, and another event, and another event, and another event, and another event. It's like you're just adding so many events to this deck. Like, you know, it's not like occasionally you have an event. It's like you have like 20 events that are going to come out, which I think makes the game, in my opinion, a little bit harder. Which might be a good thing. It might be a good thing if you found the game too easy, right? If you wanted to play a tougher game. But, like, literally, we could have lost by one of these guys moving in. We could have lost. We only had 2 crystals left. Yeah. It was not great. I would fancy myself to be a pretty decent player of this game and this game system, as I've played most of the games and I've played most of the systems associated with Pandemic or Pandemic Light. I remember playing this at Origins like 25 years ago, before it was even released, because Richard was a friend of one of my buddies, and every time they would come up to Origins, me and Langley and his group would hang out together, and we'd have a great time, and Richard would show us all of his new designs, and I can remember talking about this game years before it got released, and this game has been out for a bunch of years, so I'm not even sure when it was. It's been a long time. So I would fancy myself to be a halfway decent player of this game, but we got murdered. I'm not sure why. if I was doing something right. We didn't even like. We were on easy, like war status, early war status. We were only having to draw one card. If you can imagine drawing 2 cards in mid war, or 3 cards when you're in late war, are you kidding me? Like, good lord. There's our generals. If you're like, how many minions are on the board? My God, how many minions are on the board? Like 1 million. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. $42 minions on the board. Now I'm wondering if maybe we started with too many on the board. I'm wondering if we started with too many minions. Like maybe I was doing that wrong or something, because and these quests are great. They add a lot to the game, but they do distract you from what you should be doing, and that's fighting the minions on the board and keeping them under control. Because if these minions get out of control, as you can see, and then the fact that we couldn't use any special cards, like rerolling cards, ignore placing minions, place a magic gate, defeat any enemy in 3 locations, push a general back, remove all enemies from 2 green locations. Like, these are very powerful cards, and not being able to use those because of a random event in the darkness spreads is kind of it just like, how many events we had? Like 5 events out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. We had 16 cards, and of those we had 5, 6, 7. We had 7 events. So like a third of the cards we drew were special. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's. I'm not sure how the balancing is of everything. With if with the quest deck, if you're supposed to start with more things because it makes the game harder. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why we got destroyed so badly. Like, we had good characters, we had good run, we had all the, we were working really good in the beginning and doing things and completing things, but then all of a sudden everything dried up and we couldn't do anything. And before you know it, we got 43 minions on the board, and 2 of the bosses standing right outside our gate. Like, that's crazy. I've never seen it that bad. I don't know if these new quests make it really that hard, or if I just forgot a rule that I should be using or something. I don't know. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Still a good game. I, try it out. This is with a lot of expansions and stuff. And again, a lot of this stuff is new. I just picked up a bunch of expansions for this game. So, the quest deck is new. The new Darkness Spreads cards. The new characters. A lot of really cool things that you can check out if you're interested for this game, which, it has its ups and downs. When you do well, everything's great. When you don't do well, nothing's great. What can I say? But that's a look at Defenders of the Realm. I want to get this game in this year, just see if it comes on my top 100 games of all time, which will be coming up sometime in January 2026 edition. Top 100 games of all time. Thanks to Phoenix Knight, Thomas Harkless, and everyone else that came by. I appreciate it. Sorry we didn't do better. And if you're disappointed, I'm disappointed. I thought we would do better. I thought we were going to dominate, to be honest. Just didn't work out. So we'll see you next time.